Attention all you Studebaker owners. 59 to 64, 6-cylinder Studebaker. AC mechanical fuel pump. We're going to go through it, freshen it up, make it like new again. First order of business is clap it in your vise. We need to note the location of this casting and this casting in relation to the body. That way the inlet and outlet end up right back in the same spot. Some people like to scribe a line. Take a hacksaw and run it down here, just put scratches in it. Take a picture of it with your smartphone. Do whatever you can to make it so that it goes right back on the same way. Remove the bowl and the bail. Now there's a screw down into the center here. Some of them are a slotted screw, and some of them take this like double D shape. A clutch head, I think you call it. Remove that screw. You end up with a diaphragm. That's what that screw looks like. It gives you access to the inlet and outlet valve. We want to remove these 6 screws. Remove that diaphragm. Sometimes they're stuck. Just take a putty knife, hold your arm across the top, and hit it right in here, in between the 2 pieces of casting. Just tap it, and it'll break it loose. Inlet and outlet valve. Easy way to remove them, seeing as how you can get at it from the top. One of them you can see right down there through here, and obviously the other one is right there. Give it a tap. It knocks them both out. Watch the gasket in here. There's usually one on that side, but it's stuck to the bottom of the valve. You'll get a new one in with the kit. Diaphragm. Push down and get the very bottom of the pull rod to squish this way. Oh yeah, it's a mess. You're unhooking it from here. The spring. Down inside here, amongst all this mess, is a seal. I'm going to hang on to that because I want to show you something a little later. All the gunk in there. Okay, I want to let this soak for a while in the wash tank and get rid of some of this gunk. as I mentioned before on this seal, I wanted to show you something that I see a lot of. The way that this seal is put together, I should have taken that apart before I started the camera up, but let's see if I can do it now. Okay. The way this seal is put together, the retainer, factory retainer, has a large area in here around this edge, and that's so that this rounded area of the seal can fit into it. Our seals are a little different. It looks the same on this side, and it looks the same on this side. Our seal will fit in the original retainer, but usually you have to destroy the thing to get it out. So we designed a new retainer, and you flip the seal over the other way. There's an edge right in here. It goes together with that, and this is just sealing surface along with the outside edge and where the pull rod goes through. Just make sure you don't flip it over the other way, or you'll get a gigantic leak. And it's time to put it together. In the kit, you get 2 of the valves and 2 gaskets. The gasket must go in first. There's something else to note. If for some reason you forget how you pulled these 2 valves out, whether valve was one way or the other, if you look down inside of here, the hole is a little smaller than this one here. It's also set a little deeper. I don't think you can tell that on the video. Maybe you can. This one's set down deeper than this one here. Which would make this valve go rivet up. The other one goes rivet down. You could also see which one is the inlet or the outlet. Take whatever tool you use. It should be 1 inch outside diameter, and it's got to be, the inside diameter of it is got to at least be bigger than this rubber disc, or you'll squish it. Tap it down. And if it goes in fairly easy like this one did, I'll show you how to take care of that. You can use a pin punch or a center punch and just dimple the casting in 4 spots around the outside edge. What I use is I got an old chisel that I flattened out the end on, and just give it a couple of whacks. A couple, 4. And that'll keep that valve from coming out. pulsator diaphragm. And the casting that holds the filter and the inlet. Just bring it down a little bit. Look for your index mark. Happens to be right here. Oops. Happens to be right here. And there's my other one. Get this one good and tight. You should be able to suck air out but not blow it in. You can't check this one here until you get the bowl and the filter and screen on there, which we'll do right now. Screen. Gasket. Bail. And the bowl. Keep an eye on this area right around here, around this bowl. You see a couple of chips in there? A couple, there's quite a few. Just make sure it doesn't extend into this area in here, or you'll get a leak. Snug down the bowl. Now you should be able to blow air in and not suck any out. Like that. If you do, check right around here and check around this for a possible air leak. Now for the body. What we want to do is install the seal. Remember, the seal goes this way. You look at the bottom of it. Set it down inside. Use the same tool that you use to install the valves. And make sure this particular one would use a center punch. Dimple the casting. And that helps to hold the seal in. If that seal moves, you're going to end up oil everywhere. The oil will come out, sit up in here, and then go out through that little hole right over in the side, which comes out to there. It makes a mess out of everything. Take a dab of oil, put it in the center of that seal so it doesn't run dry, and that slot, it's got to line up with the link that's inside. Push it down and start it going towards the back of the pump. And with any luck, you can get it hooked the first time, like that. And check it. Move the arm. Make sure it pulls it. Again, find your index mark. Put in 2 screws. Go through the casting and through the diaphragm. Take some of the pressure off. Take some of the pressure off of the diaphragm and get about halfway down. Run the screw about halfway down. Get two of them caught, then you can put in the rest. But don't tighten them down. Once all the screws are run down halfway, use an adjustable wrench, put it on the arm, use it as leverage, because you've got a little stubby arm with these. Pull this all the way up. Pull the arm all the way up till it stops. And it's pulling the diaphragm down inside and it's preloading it. Now tighten up the screws. Keep pressure on that arm. Try to get 4 of the screws tightened down before you release the arm. And then tighten up the other 2. Make one more flap around to make sure that you got every one of them. Kind of a quick and dirty, a quick, easy way to test it. Pull the arm up, hold your finger over the outlet, and let it go. You'll feel pressure there. With the arm released, put your finger over the inlet, and try to pull it up. If it doesn't, if for some reason you don't feel any pressure here, go back over all these different steps. You missed something, whether it be a seal here, a seal here, but you should be alright. Put a gasket on it and it's ready. Any questions, put them in the comment section below. Copy and paste the link to one of the Studebaker forums if you'd like. We can be found on the web at then-now.com. Give us a call on the phone, 781-335-8860. If you have any questions, let me know. Any problems, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helped.